Hi guys, welcome to this session. So in this session, we wanted to discuss between human writing and AI writing, when to use each of them. What are the plus points, pros and cons of human writing versus AI writing? So if you look at the advantages of AI writing, there are a lot of it like speed and efficiency. So you can generate content really fast and you can start producing them, publishing them really fast. Idea generation, brainstorming can be done very easily if you give certain prompts, specific information, and it generates those ideas and prompts. New ideas can be generated much faster. It also helps, like if you're a writer, it can help in reducing writer's block. Ideas are not coming in. So then ChatGPT can give hundreds of different types of ideas, which can open up new avenues for moving forward. Then consistency in the tone and style. So you give a certain tone, you define what tone the content should be in, and that remains like that for the rest of the content. You can build all the content which you want for your business writing in a specific tone which you have defined here. So there are a lot of advantages of using AI writing, AI in your business writing scenarios. At the same time, you have some limitations as well with AI, which can be a sheer lack of deep understanding and context. This you will have to provide. The system, the AI tool will not have the context on its own. So we'll have to define that. Potential biases, like we spoke in the previous video. So the tools possibly have potential biases, which we will have to eradicate as we generate the content. And then there can be a lot of inaccuracies with the content delivered, which is generated. So we would need to do a lot of fact checking of this before we publish them on different public forums. And also non-uniqueness. So what we're trying to say here is over the period of time, there are a lot of AI tools which have come up and they are possibly generating similar kind of content. So if you look for a particular topic on different tools like maybe ChatGPT versus Google Gemini, the kind of responses will be very similar to each other. So these are some of the limitations currently which we are looking at with respect to AI. Maybe these limitations reduces further as we move forward. On the other hand, if you look at advantages of human writing, can be emotion intelligence, so and empathy, which is basically we can understand and write with our emotions, empathize with the scenario, and create content on our own, which is very unique. Creativity and originality. So obviously, the content is generated through humans, so obviously that can be very creative and original content which is being generated. So which is really useful, great as well, and possibly expertise as well in subject matter. So like in my case, if my experience is in digital marketing, then I can go ahead and write content around that. Okay, I would not have a subject matter expertise into it. So that is something is unique about human writing. And uniqueness, which we talked about, the case that whatever content we are generating ourselves are going to be unique, never generated before in the past, or will not be in the future. But if you look at the limitations of human, there are many. For example, times constraint, which is the biggest drawback or a limitation, you can say. Workload, a lot of workload, because of which it becomes difficult to generate content consistently over a longer period of time. Writer's block can happen, burnouts can happen when you're continuously writing content, and it can come to a stage where we are completely burnt out with a lack of any ideas coming in. Okay, so that is a very normal thing to happen with respect to human writing. And inconsistency in tone and style. So since it is going to be a human generated content, there can be inconsistency in the style of writing, the tone of writing. Sometimes there can be a lot of ups and downs in that aspect as well. So keeping these in mind, what we need to understand is when is the right time to use AI for generating writing content. This can be really useful when you are brainstorming. You're brainstorming, you're trying to look at new ideas of writing content. Okay, that is when using AI tool would be a great opportunity. Second is drafting repetitive or formula content, which is like specifics, figures, basic data related content which you have to generate. Then it makes sense for us to use the AI tool. We can use the tool for editing content, proofreading any already generated content, converting the content into different formats, which can be articles or blogs or video scripts, audio scripts. You want to do that, then you can use ChatGPT very efficiently out here. Also, apart from that, in writing content, we can use it for writing headlines, sub-headlines, okay, subject lines can be used over here. All that can be done. And with respect to SEO also, you can write content which are SEO optimized. You can give certain keywords which are specific to that content, and it can automatically optimize the content around those keywords. On the other hand, when you look at human writing should be used for complex and or you can say controversial subjects, complex topics which we have specific expertise in, then we should be using a lot of human writing, because then it is writing from our experiences, we are writing it. And similarly for controversial subjects, because we need to be wary and aware about, cognizant about the complexity and the sensitivity of the topic. So keeping that in mind, we can do a better job at it. Comparatively, the other things which you can also do is, if you're trying to connect with emotionally engaging content, then also if you want to write such kind of a thing, then we can use human writing over here. Another thing can be in human writing can be used for producing expert driven authoritative pieces, okay, where we have to show authoritativeness, we have to show that we have experience in this particular domain for a pretty long time, okay, then writing, human writing makes sense. Okay, we should not be using AI writing in such scenarios. And then finally, personalizing the content for a specific audience. If we have a specific audience which we have built over a period of time, we know their expectations and the style of their writing and the kind of information they are looking forward to. So keeping that in mind, human writing can be used where we personalize our content, write in that particular style so that we can connect better with such kind of audience. So these are the scenarios which we feel should be the ideal time when human writing is being done. So these are the things, guys, the differentiation you can see between AI and human writing, which will ideally be there, and how and when are the right scenarios and situations when both should be used. Thank you so much, guys, for listening into this, and I will see you in the next video.